I was able to get in close and respond with an elbow strike, snapping it up under his chin, but I wasn't sure the behemoth even felt it.
That's enough.
I heard the unmistakable sound of someone racking a semi-auto. Udelhofer and I both stumbled to a halt. Above us on the steps, Hawknose glared down, a 9mm pointed at my chest. Another dark-haired man emerged from the house, one I hadn't seen before. Wearing a white Scarface suit, he held an automatic pistol. Outnumbered and outgunned, I dropped my gaze and rounded my shoulders, looking submissive.
Take her inside. Think you can handle that, Udelhofer?
The brute grumbled, breathing hard. He wrapped his left arm around my right like a bridegroom escorting me down the aisle, then grabbed my hand, locking me into place by his side. It was a hold often used by police to convince unruly civilians to come along without a fuss. Just a little pressure and he could easily bring me to the ground or break my elbow. I gasped as if he was hurting me. "Let me go, please." He forced me back in the direction of the house. The pulse of helicopter blades speeding up their rotation registered somewhere in the back of my mind. If that craft lifted off, Julianne was gone. I couldn't let that happen. The man's training and size would enable him to counter any move I threw at him. My only shot was suckering him into underestimating me. I thrashed against him ineffectively, hoping to convince him this was all I had left to give.
Knock it off.
He put pressure on my wrist, and I let out a cry of pain that wasn't entirely acting. I let him lead me past the pool, and we started up the shallow flagstone steps. Above us, Hawknose lowered his pistol. Apparently satisfied that Udelhofer was under control, he and the other man turned and slipped into the house ahead of us. Halfway up, I stumbled a little, getting out of step, throwing him slightly off balance. Then I made my move. I veered toward him and reached down with my free hand, grabbing his balls and yanking them like the handle of a Nautilus machine. He released my arm, buckling over with a grunt. No matter how much hand-to-hand training a man had, when you went below the belt he forgot everything and tried to protect the goods. As he leaned forward, I slipped to the side, grabbing his shoulder, using his momentum to carry him forward and introduce his head to the stone planter at the top of the stairs. He hit it with a dull thud, then crumpled to the ground. I didn't know if I'd killed him or merely incapacitated him, and I didn't wait to find out. I raced down the stairs and past the pool, kicking the shoes from my feet as I ran for the helicopter. I wasn't exactly sure what I'd do once I reached it. I had no weapon, no plan. The aircraft was a purple Bell 427, under 10 years old. Twin engine, light utility, seated 8. Through the cabin doors I saw 4 people inside, one of them the pilot, one Julianne. I'd been trained to fly several different varieties of chopper, including more common types used for corporate flying, but I didn't think they were just going to hand over the keys because I asked nicely. Voices erupted behind me, but I didn't turn to look. I ran in a zigzag pattern, waiting for the pop of gunfire, but it never came. Then I heard grunting behind me, a runner giving chase. I straightened course and pushed more energy into my legs. The grass was stiff and harsh against the soles of my feet, jabbing and slicing. The copter backwash was hot, smelled like exhaust, blowing faster and louder every step closer until I couldn't hear my pursuer anymore. But I knew he was still there. Ahead, the helicopter shifted to one side, then started to lift. I hit a dip in the ground and stumbled to one knee. Pushing off, I righted myself and ran harder. I could feel the man behind me now, feel his footsteps gaining. I was fast, but in a few strides he would overtake me. I was nearly upon the aircraft. Sand particles pelted my skin, stirred into the air by the blades. Hair whipped across